Hello, dear viewer, and welcome to another program. Happy Monday to everybody. Another great weekend of football in the rearview mirror. We're all set for another Super Bowl, so make sure you stay tuned to Odd Shark because we're going to be all over this thing with all the information you need to handicap everything from the game to the national anthem to the coin toss to the Gatorade bath at the very end. Congratulations, by the way, to fans of the Cincinnati Bengals and anyone who was bold enough to take them on the money line. I think they were coming in at around plus 290. I was not one of those people, but the Bengals making the Super Bowl gives someone like me, a fan of the Miami Dolphins, see the helmet back there, a little bit of hope. Now, not any type of immediate hope, but maybe they can get into the Super Bowl sometime before maybe I retire, to be realistic. Anyhow, let's get right into the action for today. 3 plays for the NBA. We got a full game spread. We got a first half spread and a first quarter spread. So let's start things off with one of the hottest teams in the NBA. It is the Atlanta Hawks -1 with the Toronto Raptors in 10. So a bit of a disappointing start to the season for Atlanta. Of course, still one game under 500, but they're starting to heat up and they are starting to become a problem. You know, they're getting healthy, figuring out their rotations as a result of that. 7 straight wins and covers, some very high quality wins too, versus the likes of the Bucks, T-Wolves, Heat, Hornets, and Celtics. We won't count that one versus the Lakers there yesterday. And they're going to have an enormous offensive advantage in this game. Take a look at effective field goal shooting percentage over the last 10 games. 2nd versus 30th. Take a look at points per 100 possessions in that same time span. 5th versus 25th. And Toronto is a team that is way too top heavy. What I mean by this is once the starters leave the floor, they're going to have some issues. And that will be an issue versus Atlanta, who does not have this problem. So bench scoring over the last 10 games. 5th for Atlanta versus dead last for Toronto. So I do expect Atlanta to have the edge here tonight throughout most of this game. So minus a point. Great value on that one. Next up, the first half spread. We're going to take the Warriors -6 down in Houston versus the Rockets. And this is primarily a fade of the Houston Rockets, who have somehow managed to go 5-18-1 against the spread in their last 24 first halves. Not very good. And you take a look at the edge that the Warriors are going to have in this one. It's going to be on the defensive end. And you can't find that much bigger of a gap. Take a look at the last 10 games. Opponent EFG percentage, 1st versus 30th in favor, of course, the Golden State Warriors. Points allowed per 100 possessions. Same span, 2nd versus 29th. And the Rockets are getting smacked at home. Most teams, you know, usually have a bit of a home court advantage. Usually a little bit better on their home court. That is not the case for the Rockets. So 0-9 against the spread in their last 9 first halves at home, with a league worst -15.3 point margin, -15.3 at the half. God damn it. So these teams played just 10 days ago up in Golden State, and it was a close game. Golden State only won that game by 2 points, so I do expect them to come out with a little bit of urgency and a much better effort this time around. So give me the Warriors -6 in the first half. And we'll wrap things up with that first quarter spread play. That first quarter spread play is on the Portland Trail Blazers -1.5 in OKC to take on the Thunder. So blazing hot starts for the Blazers here. They're currently on a run, 8-1 against the spread in the first quarter, specific to playing on the road. 7 straight first quarter covers on the road. So take a look at that 9-game sample size where they're 8-1 against the spread in the first Q. 4th in the NBA in first quarter point margin, shooting a league best 48.4 from 3-point land. That's pretty damn good. And that matches up perfectly with a Thunder team that's really struggling in the first quarter of these games. Take a look at their last 10 games. 26 in first quarter points allowed, resulting in ranking 26 in first quarter point margin in the span. Pretty big offensive edge for the Blazers in this one. Take a look at the last 10 games. 3rd versus 28th in EFG shooting percentage. So there you have it. My best bets of the night for the NBA. Let me know what your best bets are in the comment section right down there. Good luck with your bets tonight, unless you're fading me. And as always, keep chasing that paper. Woo!